Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Total War Attila Western Roman Empire campaign. And we're starting off with a fresh turn in this episode, after sort of getting things under control in Africa in the last episode. In a way, we're still having issues down there. They are by no means resolved completely, but we were able to end our war with the Garamantians, which was a cause of quite a bit of trouble for us in probably the last 15 to probably about 15 episodes. So that finally came to an end, and we're able to sort of move forward and focus on resolving the rebellions and stuff that we were dealing with down there as well. So apparently the Garamantian separatists have been eliminated. Pontus has also been destroyed as a faction. Looks like the Garamantians are still using their agents against me, though. We're suffering some attrition in Belgica, interestingly. Oh, because of disease. And let's see. Vindonius Crassus has finished his term in office, so we'll need to reappoint him. Got a matter of state to take care of as well. And then let's see. Population surplus. Religious change. The Franks are finally Latin Christians. Finally. We've been waiting forever for this. We need to jump into diplomacy and see what we can do with that. And apparently we've encountered the Garamantian separatists, but I think we just read that they were destroyed. So, yeah, that's taken care of. Also, I wanted to thank Steve Franchise for pointing out that over here in Aquilia, we had an empty spot that I hadn't built anything in, and it turned out I had just enough money to throw down a fountain there at the end of our last turn. So I went ahead and did that, and that should help with the squalor we're suffering from here. In fact, now that it's built, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it to a bathhouse right away, because obviously we are suffering from, the effects of the squalor, and so the better, or the more that we can upgrade that, the better it will be. And we should be able to absorb the food hits enough where that won't be an issue. Alright, so I wanted to check out the Franks, because this was kind of a big deal. Are things turning around with them? They're not. Let's see, are they...
To you. I trust you come with honorable words that I can hear kindly.
Are they going to be more open to negotiations now that we are of the same religion? Doesn't look like it. We already have the non-aggression pact, and for whatever reason I can't trade with them. Oh, I'm already trading with them. Whoops.
We will gladly listen to your offers,
so let's see.
but do not
I'm going to
wrap them in
throw...
lies. The Lord
Oh, wow.
knows truth.
I don't really want to do 2,000, but it doesn't look like I have a choice. So, yeah, I'll throw 2,000 gold their way, and let's see, how much is that going to boost it? Not a whole lot, unfortunately. I don't know that that was worth 2,000 gold. But we're going to try to make them allies if we can. And let's see. The Garamantians, still improving. As soon as it stops improving, I'll throw some money at them as well. And that should keep them headed in the positive direction. As long as we can get them to, neutral or eventually friendly with us, that will prevent them from leaving us. And again, my goal is to have them basically conquer that entire province so that they can manage it for me, and then I will hold on to the coastal provinces in Africa. Will they trade with me now? No. Well, then I don't need to really worry about that. I don't think there's really a lot else to be done here. I can try for some non-aggression pacts. But, yeah, I don't think anybody is going to be... Oh, not going to bother with them. Because we might end up going to war with them. The Quadians, you guys are on the verge of being eliminated, so I'm not going to try to befriend you or anything. The Abdanians, that's deteriorating, unfortunately. We're not at war with them, though, but we should be ready to be at war with them. The Bastarnians, huh? They only have one region. I can't trade with them, though.
Welcome.
Ooh, okay.
Ancestors and people expect talk with purpose.
Works for me. Let's get a little bit of money out of this if we can. Try for like 9 then. Oop, maybe 12? Yeah. Cool. So we made some of our money back. Got a trade agreement and non-aggression pact out of that. And it looks like they are at war with the Huns. So we might be able to develop this relationship further down the line. They're still deteriorating. One thing I will do, now that the Franks are Latin Christians, I'm going to take my priest here, and I'm going to move him to Uberzis, or however you say that, to start converting the Alamans to Christianity as well. And hopefully that will... Are the Danes nomads now? That's interesting. Anyways, we're going to try to convert these guys as well. I'll try to convert everybody along our borders so that we can, you know, hopefully turn them into allies and by extension, like buffer states. You guys desperately need some baths. Oh, my voice. Yeah, we need to deal with the squalor here. I don't have any way of doing it until this ticks up to 7, I believe, yeah. It is very tempting to upgrade these. Oh wait, that is a garrison, not a recruitment building. For now, let's do a cattle pen and the amphitheater because the public order here is flat at 0. And if I move this army away at any point, it will fall. So we'll get a little bit more food to offset this, and this should take the public order up high enough where it won't be an issue. Is there anywhere that, whoops, is still having public order issues? You guys are. -4 despite everything we've done here. That is surprising. What is the issue? Immigration and food. Well, it's going to be a little while before I can build that. So, we'll do fishing jetties here, and that will help with the food. However, I think we're going to be seeing a rebellion here regardless. I don't know that there's really anything I can do about that. Actually, there may be something I can do. So, we'll go ahead and we're going to recruit a priest here, since I'm allowed up to 3. Let's see. Perfect. That's exactly what I need. So, they're going to take a -4 hit here. On the next turn, I'm going to have him start inspiring populace, and that might be enough to neutralize it until that fishing jetty gets built. Once they have positive food, I think the public order will sort of stabilize. And then, hopefully by then, I'm able to build some more farms and upgrade this or this. We'll see. But I think that'll solve our problems. Pannonia is losing public order as well. And I think that is due to Squalor 2. Yes, it is. But again, I need 7 here. So it's actually going to be 2 turns before I can do anything. That's fine, though. We have a pretty good buffer. And let's see, Dardania. We're working on it. This should resolve the issue. I could also open this up and build another building that'll help with public order, but I don't know that that's necessary. Thracia, not a lot I can do there, unfortunately. That one's probably going to end in rebellion. Yeah, I don't see a way around that here. I just don't have the option of really building anything. And then over here, -21, but yeah, that is going to be due to the fact that Mako Matis is under siege, and then we lost Leptis Magna. So that one's kind of to be expected. Alright, so that leaves me with a little bit of cash to spend on recruits. Let's jump in here. So Anatolius Carius Cato seeks an audience. He offers us his swords and loyalty if we'd be willing to pay up front. I will accept. We'll see what comes of that. And then, right, I needed to also look at appointments here. So Vindonius Magnus is one of our top governors. I'm going to move him up to Master of Foot. hold on. Marinus, you're there. And I need to find you a wife. But my goal is to get him to Master of Offices. Let's see. Titus Pullo. You don't have enough influence for an appointment, unfortunately, but the goal is to get you into one of those slots. And those are actually the only two generals in the family at the moment, other than the Emperor himself. We lost Bacchus after all, which is unfortunate, but he did have a son, so we'll try to turn him into a fine general as well. So Vindonius, you're going to be our Master of Foot for now, because that's the highest position I can put you in. And then, let's see, Vedius Agorius Praetextatus, I'll make you my Master of Horse. And we'll try to get you up here as well. Ideally, I could have him and Vindonius be my Supreme Commanders, and Marinus be my Master of Offices. Actually, wait, these are more general positions, aren't they? Yeah, that's better suited to a general. Whoops. Whatever. Let's see. This guy. I'll make you... You were the one that just had your thing end. I'll make you Master of Soldiers. And that's pretty much all I can do. Yeah, I can't move anybody anywhere else. Unfortunately, I wouldn't mind like demoting you. For now, I'll just put you there, though. Okay. So, troop movements, and then I think we'll call this a turn. So let's see. Over here, in the east of our empire, the Huns have retreated. So for the time being, I'm going to take Titus Pullo, and I'm going to station him in Sirmium. And then I will leave the Emperor where he is. I believe he is within reinforcement range of the city. Possibly not. Move you a bit closer. You take a little bit of attrition from that, and then we'll refortify you. And now they're within reinforcement. I guess alternatively I could have moved him to Sopine, or Sopiane, but then they wouldn't be able to reinforce. So let's see. I could really use another legion. It might be worth cutting into our income to do that. However, it's going to be difficult to find the money to do it. Let's see. I was building a legion here, so it might end up just being this one. Anything else I can recruit here? Armagiri Defensores. Are you guys better than the Legio? You're certainly better at attacking. Better at defending. Your armor is inferior, but only slightly, as is your health. Morale is better. Speed is the same. So the biggest difference here looks like foregoing like ranged precursors for better combat effectiveness. And I'm sort of okay with that. Although pikes would be nice as well, but these guys are expensive. I'd be better off with the Germanic pikes, because frankly pikes are pikes, and the Germanic ones don't cost very much at all. I'll take some more mercenary cav, because we need cav and we can't recruit it. That reminds me as well. Are you guys on this? Are you on the near side of the wall? You are. We can't recruit Ballistari here yet, but that's the goal. So how close are we to that? Apparently 3 turns. 3 turns from that. Once we can recruit Ballistari, I'll send this army north, and I'll probably cut these slingers, because frankly the Ballistari are far better. In fact, that being the case, I'm just going to get rid of these guys now, so I free up a little bit more cash for next turn, and I'll just wait until that's ready and then recruit them. In the meantime, though, I think I'll just stick with this. Yeah, I think that's fine, and we'll try to get some more cavalry or pikemen. I'm not into these guys, though. They're too expensive, in my opinion, for cavalry that can't really get into the thick of it. They're very light skirmisher calves, so they can skirmish pretty effectively, but they can't fight melee very effectively. And for 260 upkeep, I'm not about to pay that. I'd rather have like lancers or something for that price. So I think that's gonna be our turn. Actually, let's go down to Africa. I keep forgetting about Africa. So let's see. I've got 2 armies down here, both of which we're trying to build into more resilient desert armies. So let's grab another unit of desert spears there. And I should probably just get rid of the Palatina Guard and the Legio. The thing that sucks though is the generals are going to take attrition no matter what I do. But obviously having these guys around is just going to slow the army down, so probably better off cutting them loose. And you guys are already built properly, so we'll keep working on that. Oh, there's a lot of mercenaries here as well. In that case, let's see. That's actually pretty decent cavalry. So let's take 2 slingers and at least 1 more of those. And then with you, we only get the 1, so instead give me at least 1 more of those guys. Give me at least 1 more of those, and can I afford all that? Apparently I can, so we'll do that. And I might ditch these archers, because frankly archers suck. But for now that's fine. You know what? Get rid of them. On the next turn we'll recruit some more cavalry or infantry or something. Get rid of these as well. Okay, that'll be our turn. Alright, so we've got more disease happening. It's going to be a recurring theme, I imagine. And it looks like the other Vindonius' term has ended. Imminent rebellion in a couple of places. We have a prodigy that we'll have to look into. Some offices secured. It looks like everyone we appointed went through, though, which is good. We made peace with the Visigoths, who were that tiny 1-unit army that had been sitting on like the heel of the Italian boot for a while. They don't seem like, you know, any real threat, so I figured, what the hell, we'll make a peace treaty rather than crushing them, and we'll see what becomes of them. Maybe we can turn them into a buffer at some point if we can get them landed somewhere. Let's grab another levy here. And we'll look at some mercenaries. Apparently we're out of hurlers, which is unfortunate. Why don't you take another cavalry there? Not going to spend that much money on catapults or onagers. Let's see, with you guys, 1 more hurler would be nice. But that's probably okay. I'll take 2 more of these. And that gives us a pretty solid army. I'll need to let these guys recover a bit, but the goal from here is to... I should probably send one there. Let's see. You know what? Your army could use more building up, so this one is going to force march on into Sabrata. That will buy us at least another turn before the rebellion. It didn't buy us much, but it bought us a little bit of time. And then we'll head back on up to here. No movement by the Huns, which I guess is a good thing. Lucius Ambustus is almost fully replenished here. I wish we had access to other units, but unfortunately we don't. So he's just going to have to make do with this current army. And I would like to march him up to here and basically fortify him there to block any Hunnic advances up the Danube. Or across the Danube River here. The thing, though, is I think there's other points that they can cross from. Yeah, they can cross from here as well as there. Right? That looks like a crossing point. Yeah. So they can cross at both of those places, and technically they could go to sea here and sail up the river and land on any of these beaches. So I might be better off just keeping them where they are. And then I'm going to take the Emperor and move him to Sopine. Just because he'll replenish faster there than being fortified out in the field. You guys are fine where you are. Although moving you out to here is tempting and fortifying you, because then they can't move through. I could block them with a fort. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do yet. So we'll just leave it where it is for the time being. Up here, we've got some stuff happening. Let's see. Oh man, this is a pretty good army. Yikes. I have no desire to fight them. I can't tell. Are they going after the Danes? If they are, I'll leave it be for now, and if they end up attacking the Danes, I might cross and attack them just to finish them off. We'll see if that works out. And then over here, do you guys have access to any new mercenaries? It would appear that no, you do not. So I'll continue to wait, and it should be like, what, 2 more turns on that? Yeah, 2 more turns there. Let's see, Lindum. Lindum is that one. Sagantium's been upgraded. Would it be worth going with another one? No, there's no... Actually, it does boost the garrison by 2 archers, which isn't that great, but I don't know. You know what? You guys need food, so let's do that. That'll help with the public order. My concern is that these guys are eventually going to declare war on us, and so I'd like to have a pretty solid garrison here for when that happens. But for the time being, I kind of just need to make sure the public order is taken care of. It's all right, but we are still relying on characters a bit. And I'd like it to be completely... Actually, yeah, I think it would still be positive even if we got rid of everything short of the buildings and technologies. You guys are fine up there. I might get rid of a Legio for something else, but the Legio are actually fairly inexpensive, so I don't need to. Narbonnesis needs food. Okay, I'll build a field right there. And then, surprisingly, Squalor is not an issue here, but it could eventually become one. So, I'm going to go ahead and use the 4 here to build some fountains, which will turn into baths, and that will future-proof against that. And then, let's see. Public order here is still not great, although that should solve the issue for us. It may be worth doing this as well. You know what? That's going to hurt the public order, though. And they aren't technically in need of food yet, so I think I'll wait. Thracia, again, I don't think we can do anything here. So we'll just have to hope that General Ambustus here can handle the rebellion when it pops up. And then down here, again, the fact that we're under siege at Marcomates is going to make this impossible to salvage, so we have to deal with that first. Let's see what this is all about. A Persian boy taken as a hostage has proven himself to be a true Roman and excels in all that he does. How should the boy's future progress? Give him citizenship. Why not? Maybe he'll become a patrician that we can utilize. In the meantime, let's go back over here, and somebody was in need of a new appointment, and we have a few slots that have opened up. Let's see, I'm going to move you to Master of Soldiers, and then you can be a military account, and I think I will promote you. Yeah, so you'll become a military count as well. There we go. Let's jump back into diplomacy. And how are we doing with the Franks? Better. Oh, good. Relations with the Garamantians continue to improve. I'm going to see about a trade agreement with them now. Still low.
Our business with good haste.
On the next turn, I might throw some cash their way, but it is still improving, so I'm going to try to ride that for as long as I can before I throw some money at them. Whoops, just knocked the bottle over. And I don't think that we're going to be... Let's see, that's deteriorating, but this is actually improving. That is good. I don't think they're going to be open to non-aggression pact, though. No. Alright, well then. I don't see us really being able to do anything else here, unfortunately. It's been kind of surprising that the Huns have really laid off of us since we defeated them up in this region. So I think next episode we're probably going to be focusing mainly on the African front. My goal is to get both of these armies comprised like entirely of desert units, and then I can march them around without having to worry about attrition. We'll take Leptis Magna back, and then Makomadis, or free Makomadis, that is, from the siege there, which shouldn't be too difficult. And then we'll have to restore order here. But once we've managed to save the public order in these two provinces, that will basically be Africa under control. And then I can, from there, worry about conquering the western tip of Africa. So... I think we're out of time. Let me go ahead and check on that. Yeah, we're close enough, and since I don't see anything like super crazy happening at the beginning of next turn, I don't think there's really any need to like rush to it. So, yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and end the episode here. I'm going to continue, bolstering my defenses along the Danube River here, because obviously that's where the Huns are hitting us the hardest from, is like here and here. And then we'll continue to strengthen ourselves in Africa so that we can retake what we had lost and then kind of reestablish control. Continuing to work on public order where it's necessary, and building up another legion in southern Britannia, which I may end up redeploying along our border here or something. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Total War Attila with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.